Charlotte, let me ask you first off a little icebreaker question here. How's your summer going so far? What have you been doing?
It's good. I literally just work every single day, and play hockey, so can't be that bad. It was actually just my birthday on Saturday, so I celebrated with my friends and went down to the beach. That was like my first like actual vacation of the summer. But yeah, just work and hockey twice a week. That's pretty much it.
There you go.
Not that exciting.
Well, happy birthday or happy early birthday, I should
Thank
say.
you.
That's awesome. Any plans for the rest of the summer? Where especially you're traveling?
Probably the beach a little bit more. That's about it. I think I might go to Boston at the end of July, but that's like it. Just work.
That sounds fun.
All
That
I
sounds
do
fun.
is work.
There you go. No, that sounds fun.
But yeah.
Well, Charlotte, go ahead and introduce yourself again. Not a lot of people know who you are yet, and I'm sure they're excited to know. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. My name is Charlotte Reeves. I'm from Southampton, Pennsylvania. I'm like right outside of Philly, a little bit north. I'm 19 years old now. I played for the Lehigh Valley Phantoms the past 2 years, which are up in Bethlehem, which is about an hour 15 from me. I also play volleyball, well, I did in high school, and I like to go to the gym. I work a lot. I like to be just like outside and stuff. And I'm actually a sophomore in college. Technically, I graduated in 23. I took a gap year, but now I'm coming in as a freshman. So, took a little break there.
Awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, let's go with the first question. Tell us a little bit how you got into hockey growing up.
Okay, so both my parents play, so it's kind of destined. I am the youngest, so I do have an older sister. She's not the sports type. I would say she's kind of a nerd. So my parents kind of got a slap in the face with me. I played volleyball and I played ice hockey. I actually started kind of late. My mom put me in like skating lessons as a kid and stuff like that, and I always knew how to skate. But I didn't start playing seriously, and I didn't start playing goal until my sophomore year of high school, actually. So my dad's a goalie and my mom's a defense, actually. But my high school boys team didn't really have a solid goalie, and I was just like, I know how to skate. Like, I played a little bit of hockey growing up. Like, I could totally do this. Like, so easy. And then I actually asked my dad, and he was like, no, you can't do that. And I was like, you're literally a goalie. Like, what? And then I slowly convinced him, and I actually had to start like with the peewees and stuff like that, and like literal 5-year-olds, and put gear on for the first time and stuff like that. So then just went from there, and I started playing. I've been very lucky with where I've gone, and yeah. So kind of still new in the game,
Yeah.
but
That's
fine.
so awesome. That's awesome that you made the jump so fast to the ACHA. That's incredible. That's a cool story right there. Kind of piggybacking off that, do you have some favorite hockey memories growing up? I know, again, started a little bit late. Do you have any?
Well, the first time I stepped on the ice was with like little figure skater lessons, and I actually thought I was gonna die. My mom loves to tell a story because I play hockey now, but I literally cried the entire ride there. And I was like, I'm gonna die, like, why are you doing this to me? And then I ended up being fine, and I loved it. And then I don't know, I mean, it's been a quick journey. I won my playoffs like single A the first year I started, and I had a really solid team who really jump-started my love for hockey. Like, I wouldn't have continued if I didn't have such a great team that first year, who was so like accepting of me, and it was through COVID and stuff like that, so it was a little bit of a weird year. But that, and just like having tournaments, the first year I went to the Lehigh Valley Phantoms, we did all these tournaments, and again, I'm still new to hockey, so kind of my first time around. So just like sleepovers, hockey, like going to tournaments, traveling and stuff like that, like that's something that creates so many memories, especially with like the girls on your team and stuff like that. And You just have fun with your team, I guess. Those are definitely some of my favorite times, just hanging out. Obviously playing hockey, like I love to play hockey, but the little back end of it.
Why did you choose ASU? I mean, obviously you live in Pennsylvania. It's quite far from here. And how did you hear about
Yeah.
ASU?
Yeah, so I with my gap year, I originally applied to a bunch of northern schools, and I got in everywhere. I got some scholarships, but I like kind of toured up there, and I was like, do I really want to be that cold all year round? I don't really like the winter here, anyways. Like I'm kind of like I'm gonna be a freshman. I'm gonna have to walk in like 4 feet of snow, -5 degree weather, and I was like, I don't know. I'd rather be miserable and like warm and tan doing my schoolwork than miserable and cold. So I started looking like down south. My mom actually lived in Arizona for a little bit. So she kind of was like, well, do you want to go out west? And I was like, maybe. So I started looking into Arizona, a few schools. I looked in like California and Utah and stuff like that. ASU, I like started to pick out like Arizona schools. I don't know why. I kind of just like went to that. I went to visit early in the year and I just kind of fell in love with the weather and like the area and stuff like that. But it was kind of really in the middle of some of my choices out in Arizona and out west. So I just kind of went with that. And obviously going through the whole recruiting hockey process, whoever answers and get like what team you get on, that obviously helps. But it just matched financial, all my goals academically, hockey, and it just kind of pieced together really well. So, and it's brand new to me. So, I get to explore a lot more than I would like on the East Coast because I kind of have already been all like down south into Florida and stuff like that. So I'm just new. I don't know.
Yeah, there you
So
go.
random,
Awesome.
but yeah.
Kind of bouncing off that, is there something you're looking forward to most about living in Arizona?
Definitely the weather. I love the weather out there. It's so different. Like out here, it's probably like 96 right now, and it is 10 times worse than it probably is like 120 out there because the humidity is so bad here. Like I go outside and my hair is like this big. So I'm excited for the weather and just being nice all year round. That's obviously a huge perk for me. And I'm just excited to like get out, My gap year was definitely lonely. I work and all my friends are gone in college. So just meeting new people, getting out there, and just like having a set schedule to me is really important. So just getting back into the group of things, I think is really exciting to me. I don't know.
There you go. Yeah, that's awesome. Do you have a committed major yet? And do you have a dream job?
So I'm going to sound crazy, but I actually am going for biology. I'm going for genetics and cellular biology. I kind of want to do lab work and do like genetics, like lab bench work, stuff like that. So kind of going to be a slap in the face those first few weeks with my classes. I definitely have a strong schedule in the math and sciences. So just figuring out like classes and studying and also like balancing the team and practices and all that good stuff. So fingers crossed on biology there. But yeah, just kind of, I don't know if I want to do like the more business side of like science and pharmaceuticals and stuff like that, or I just want to, I'm very hands-on, so I kind of like all that stuff. So
Obviously your goaltending coach, as you just mentioned, Evan Hosser, he committed to NCAA school when he was going to college. How important was it to have a goalie coach that had the history like Evan did?
I mean, it's like, you make your like practices and your season and your career and stuff like that, but having someone to back you up who knows what they're talking about and who's experienced it is so important. I really, really value my goalie coaches throughout the years because as a newer goalie, like they've helped me get so far so quickly. My goalie coach is here, like, taking a gap year. I see him twice a week, every week for the whole year. So having a really good relationship and someone you can talk to and someone who understands, I feel like is half the battle, you know what I mean? And having someone who supports you. And when I was on the call with him, like, he outlined what he expects of me and what I expect in the season and his philosophies and stuff like that. And I think we really connected, and I think we're gonna have a great season, and it's gonna be awesome. And I let him know, I was like, I really love all my goalie coaches, like they mean the world to me. So I think it's gonna be great. Like, but it is so important to have someone who like knows what they're talking about and has been through it and can kind of like see your faults and help you grow and stuff like that.
What are you looking forward to most about the upcoming season?
Right now, my focus is gear, like getting my helmet done and get new sticks. And my parents are like, "Okay, you're going to college, you can get new stuff." I'm like, "Yes." But I just love playing hockey. You know what? Like I'm very competitive. I love to challenge myself. Again, being a newer goalie, I've kind of like I haven't burnt myself out yet. You know what I mean? Like I still love to play. So I'm really excited for that, and I'm excited to. I mentioned this, like getting on a schedule. Like I love that, and like getting into it and having like team workouts and practices like a couple times a week, and just like bonding with the team and stuff like that. Like that's something not a lot of people have. Is just like a group of friends right off the bat in college. So I'm really excited for that. And I just love to work hard. I love to play hockey. I mean, this is brand new to me. Like college hockey is brand new. So just kind of figuring out everything and seeing how I can grow and stuff like that. I always want to get better. I'm looking forward to play hockey.
My last question for you, Charlotte, is what else should fans know about you, and what do you think you bring to the team?
I think my energy is really unique. I get this compliment a lot, staying humble, but especially being an older goalie on my team, like taking my gap year, I got the compliment a lot that I'm very mature and that I'm a very like centered person, and people feed off of that. And I think that's really important. Like you could be the worst team in the world, but if you support each other, if you are positive, if you work hard and challenge yourself, you could do almost anything. And again, being a newer goalie, like, I had to work myself, like I had to work my way up. My boys team wasn't very good, and I just kind of had to deal with it and kind of, just work on myself and stuff like that, and just like keep a level head and keep going. And I think that like motivation and that wanting to play, wanting to get better, wanting to be friends with this teammate, like wanting them to get better and stuff like that. Like you're working for a team, and I think that's really unique in me. Like I don't let a loss like hurt me that much, and I feel like that like radiates through a team, and I think that's unique in my way. And I think I will bring a lot of good energy, a lot of caring and thoughts and whatever with my teammates and stuff like that, and just like mesh really well. Because I know we have a lot of new players this upcoming season, so it's going to be a little bit hard to navigate like playing with a whole new squad and stuff like that. So just having that collective goal of working as a team and being better and stuff like that. So I think I'm unique in that way, I guess. I love to play. I don't know.